Parson, peer support. And I'm continuing the Biscuit Method series. Friday was the last time that I did a broadcast before I went to work for the weekend. Hello, Sabin Fang. um, and it's been such a busy weekend. This kind of ties in to my question this week, or my question for the survey tape. What disappoints you most in your present life? So I'll begin with a check-in, and this will kind of lead into answering the question. Well, like I said, Friday, I listened to a broadcast and some mental health broadcasters, and then and I got to work at 4. And it was a good day. It was a pretty good day at work. But towards the end of the evening, there was like a guy at work that I kind of, I'm attracted to, that I kind of had a crush on. And he actually came up and talked to me about his personal life. And then I had to make the choice. Do I stay disconnected and just let him talk about his problems and leave it at that, because I'm attracted to him? But I found out he was a married man with kids. And I'm a single guy. But he's married. So, or do I help him, make myself available as peer support? And so that's the challenge with this whole idea of peer support, is like you'll run into people that you really like and that you want to date, especially if you're single and you're in peer support. But because of ethics, you can't have that. You can have the peer support relationship, but it can't turn anything sexual. So, because it's against ethics. So the challenge has always been, how in the hell do I date in this field? I might come across somebody I like, but if in the course of getting to know that person, you are more valuable to them in a peer support relationship than you are in a dating, in a dating relationship, it gives a new twist to the friends. And 2 years ago, I purchased a webinar from Matthew Hussey, and you made it adamant that in order to have, relationships where you can date, that person has to be attracted to you and find you sexy and and see you beyond what you are, to have a sexual attraction. And the challenge has been more people see value in me more in a peer support relationship than to date me. And that's the challenge of being single and being a peer specialist. I love meeting people, you know, um, and I love helping people. I love what I do. Um, but at the same time, the question is, am I okay? Am I okay with what I do being enough, that I don't have, that I can remain single and still have a very fulfilling life and not be with somebody? Um, um, I have to remember I've raised my kids. I've had, my kids are grown, and I've had 2 marriages. One ended in divorce, the first one, and he was the father of my children. And then I got a second chance and married the love of my life from throat cancer. So after us being together for 4 years, we decided to get married, and 2.5 months after we got married, he passed away from throat cancer. So since I'm a widow, it's that do I want to date? Or do I just want to be a single person? Hey, hi, WFT. I'm just going through my check-in and kind of answering that question. Peace. But like, I really like my life, and that's really the only disappointing thing about it, is that I can't date like a normal person, because of the field that I'm in. um, Only, and I have friends that I specifically just go to, and a lot of it is they're online, and that I don't do any type of peer support with them. I don't do any kind of peer support with them. When I get online with them, it's basically, it's as close to dating as I can get. The closest thing I can get is online dating. Because face-to-face dating always turns into like a peer support relationship. I'm glad you think that's funny, WFT. uh, but I have, you know, I spent it like this whole weekend has just been, like go, go, go. And I love it. I love, I love, helping people. But the thing what I like about peer support is the relationship is like a learning and growing relationship. So as as you and that other person are exploring resources and looking at your quality of life and what's missing and what you can do about it, that's how you learn and grow from each other. And that amount of intimacy makes up for the fact that I don't date. You know, and what I found is like in my dating life, um, I wasn't the best that I could be. Um, what, but being in peer support makes me into this evolving person, and and I explore more avenues, and I'm always looking out for the next project and the um, learning more stuff, and you know spreading the word about what I've learned. You and your icons. But I just have to accept that I'll probably be single for a long time and be okay as long as I stay in this field, because I won't be lonely, and I'll be connected, and the connection that I get the connection that I get from working with other people is a very fulfilling connection, and that I don't need to supplement it with dating. So on that note, I changed my name from Louisa to Louisa on Peer Support, because that's where I'm at, and that's what I love about you. Now you could change your name to reflect where you are at that point. Uh, WFT, I see that you have put your Skype address on there. Let me go ahead and uh, add you to my Skype. Let's see if I have it on this one or not. I don't usually do Skype. This is my broadcasting computer. Um, let's see here. And it's not coming up. There it goes. Okay, hey, um, my Skype right now is doing an update, and I noticed when I put your name up, it came back and came in Arabic. So, um, let me. It's Let me see if my other computer's up. Hold on for a second. So my question is, since your name came up in Arabic, I hope you can speak English because communicate. And okay. Okay. Can you speak English? That's the question. And my other computer is not coming up. I gotta get my keyboard. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so I've added you as a contact. So you've been added, but I can't. I've added you as a contact on Skype, but I can't type to you until you accept the request. Hello, political Mike. I remember you're from Greece. Like I'm trying to tell you, I added you on my Skype. That's why it's like so important for you to understand what I'm saying. Do you understand what I'm telling you? I mean, there's a point where there's like obviously a language barrier here. Okay, what I'm saying. Well, I can't talk to you on Skype until you accept a request. I added you on my Skype. Let's see who's in the audience. So I'm sitting here talking to you. I'm sitting here talking to you, and you're just talking in icons, and I can't respond back to an icon. You know why I can't respond back to the icons? Because I don't have them. I don't have emojis. On a phone, I'm on a laptop, and I'm not on a phone that can do emojis. Oh, it breaks your heart. But if you want to talk to me on Skype, all you have to do is accept my request. I mean, what? You give me your Skype, I re- I send a request. Now, mhm. Do you understand? You say thumbs up, but this is my Skype. And you have to do all the punctuation along with it. Do you okay. There you go. I see you. I see you now. You said welcome. Hey Sabin Fang. How you doing? I was just going through my my check-in. Is that CJ? Is that you, CJ? Let me see. Let me see your profile. Mm, I'm trying to look and see if I can't look at. Are you? Have we met, Sabin Fang? Guys, you guys have to respond if you want me to talk to you. That's like part of it. Interaction. He's like, you type, I respond. But I guess you do speak English after all. What is your name? Mm. You're funny. I typed, what is your name on Skype? Make it grow. I've had I've had such a busy I've had such a busy weekend that to sit here and do nothing, um, I've got to kill time for about an hour and a half, and because I have another appointment at 3 o'clock in the morning, I've got to give back some stuff. This whole thing with this whole thing, um, with the guy that I was dating, like he gave me back all the stuff that I gave him. But then at the same time, like the stuff that he gave me, I went through the stuff and I was like, well, there's some stuff that I have no use for. I gave it to him as a gift. So in his interests, that what am I going to do with it? To have it back. But there's something that I would like to have from him, some Star Trek books and everything. So it's like, might as well give him back that stuff. And it's like, well, put it towards trade. It's still a kind of trading thing. So it's not like, so I still am making contact with them, but at the same time, it's like, it's more like if you had children and you had to, negotiate with your ex about stuff. And in this respect, the children are my Star Trek books. I'm on Skype. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm on Skype right now and I'm talking to you, but you're not responding. There's only so much I can do. It's like, what do you I'm powerless. If you don't communicate with me, I can't communicate with you. I left you a question on Skype to answer. If you can't understand what is your name, then how are we going to have a conversation? I'm stumped. I mean, I guessed you if you want to answer. I'll send you a guest request. I invited you to guest and you declined. So what do you want? You get what I'm saying? I mean, like, there's got to be a point where there's some and like I said, I've made the effort. I looked you up on Skype. I sent a request. You accepted the request, but you have said two things to me. And the last thing I asked you is, what is your name? And you have not responded. The really generic stuff. Basics. It's like, so I don't know what you want. And like I said, right now I have a busy day, so I'm like just doing, updating my well, okay, let me tie this in. What disappoints me in my present life at this moment is there's a lack of communication. That there is like that you can't talk to me, but you can't talk to me in English, to you in Arabic. So it's, and it doesn't matter if you like me or not. If you can't communicate with me, there's no start in a relationship, because language is part of communication. So just looking at somebody on a screen, liking them, if you can't communicate with them, it's a moot point. Boston Red Sox. Yeah. Thank you, King. Thank you, King of Boston. See that now? That's a language thing. King of Boston comes on, sees the Boston Red Sox, and fans me. That's communication. Do you get what I'm saying? WFT, that there has to be some type of common interest, common, um, like you have to make a connection with me. I don't watch, but I've always been. So, you know, I don't keep up with the games, but I've always been a Red Sox fan. Hello, Dennis. How are you? Yes, I always have faith in the Red Sox. They will. Oh, you're a Bruins fan too? I I saw the Bruins. They when they opened up the Fleet Center in '97, and that's the only hockey game that I ever seen was the Bruins. And I was in I was up in Boston when I had to do for my job had training up in Danvers, and I was up there. Yeah, it was in '97 in the middle of their blizzard. So awesome. Let me fan King of Boston bag. Anyway, and that's what I'm talking about. It's like you have really. That's awesome. Do you have season tickets then? I'm Louisa, by the way. What's your name? What's your name, King of Boston? Aaron. Awesome. That's a good name. Aaron is a very good name. So what are you up to? I'm just kind of I'm just kind of chilling out right now. You do photography for the Bruins? Wow. So you're watching Friends? That is awesome. I bet. I bet you sports photography. Do you get them when they hit the glass? Do you get them when their teeth pop out? That's me. I think I think the half of going to a Bruins game is the fans. what they do what they do in the stands is just it's hilarious. Mm, There's nothing like hockey fans. Too bad you can't. That's the only thing about you now. You can't share. You know, it'd be neat to see some of your pics. Hello, Cindy. You bleed black and gold until you're dead and cold. Okay. Nothing like it, I guess. Those are actually black and gold are actually there's a in Abilene, there's a high school that's their mascot's the Eagles. They're black and gold. Hmm. So if you're such a fan, what's your best piece of memorabilia? Since you're such a big fan. Hello, Cindy. I see you said hey. I'm just chilling out. Okay, she went ahead and left. What are you doing up, Aaron? What are you doing up so late? It's about 2 in that area on a Tuesday morning. Or what kind of shift do you work? Do you have to go in later in the day because you photograph the games? You work mostly nights. Um, so you have a puck that landed in your soda as a kid, and then you have a jersey. Stand to get a very see. I used to be a groupie, and I got a T-shirt for this tattoo. And some other things, but I remember this. I got a lot of autographs for this tattoo. Wow. My gosh, for Bruin tickets, you didn't have to, you didn't have to do that, did you? I mean, they just gave it to you because you said you would, right? Wow. Well, you're such a hero. All for a jersey. That's neat. It's pretty neat. So, Aaron, if you see what just scrolled on the screen, what disappoints you uh, about what disappoints you in your present life? So the because you met Cam Neely and he gave you the jersey. That's pretty neat. Well, it sounds like you have a history. I mean, eh, the course of how many years? Oh, are you in college? How long you been in college? I'm still in college. I've got one semester left to get my associates. One class to get my associates, and I've been in school since I think I started in my when I was 30. Well, like I said, I've been in since 2000, so it's like 17 years to get an associate's degree. It's crazy. But there's a lot of history there. It's been a hard road. Mm. But it's not like out of knowledge from the classroom. But the most knowledge I've gained is from life experience. I have learned a lot in my life. I've learned what works and what doesn't work. Mostly what doesn't work. That's what I've learned most. Oh, you're at work watching Friends. What do you do? Do you work an overnight shift? I work overnights on the weekends. I just got, oh, armed security. Okay. Yeah. I watch people sleep too. Did it this weekend. Oh, you work at a prison? Oh, okay. We have here in Abilene, we have two prisons. We call it, I have a lot of people in that I know that work in criminal justice. I actually did my internship at a substance for um, for offenders. Wow, really? Are you? I was just talking to a friend at work. He's really into knives and guns, and he asked me, since I was in the military, there's only been one time that I picked up a weapon. You're not proud of that? To be a deadly sniper? That's a very good skill. A very well sought out skill. Are you a military veteran? Really? Hmm. Was it a prisoner? You wanted to be Navy SEAL? If probably if you're such a good sniper, you'd probably be very an asset for sure. They last night they were watching American Sniper in one of the houses, and where I work in, and then they were watching American Sniper. Your favorite gun is the Barrett 50 caliber. That's a very big bullet. Yeah, that's very. So, how many guns do you have? Yeah, okay. You have two handguns, two shotguns, three rifles, two assault rifles, and that 50 cal. Wow. That's a very acceptable collection. I mean, yeah, have you been how long did it take to acquire that? How many years did it take to acquire all those weapons? You'd probably enjoy. There's a veteran in the military veteran peer network that he's trying to set up as a means for veterans to process their PTSD. He's trying to set up a hunting camp. All your guns at an auction, and you taught how good is your girlfriend at shooting? Mm, wow. Then that must be just a good gun if she's even accurate on it. I don't know. With my eyesight now, I don't know if I could actually. Yeah, I think for me, I know the only time I fired one is like I was trying to anticipate the recoil, and it gave me a slice. Hello, Sue. Do you not have a fan, Sue? So, so it looks like you have 7,622 fans. So why do you need me as a fan? I think you're doing just fine. It's on the hour. I've been on for, let's see, I've been on for about 56 minutes. So I did a check-in. I'm, I am trying to kill time before I'm still debating sleep. Sleep is feeling really good right now. I might not make that. I don't know yet. But that's still, like, just to recap, the only thing that's disappointing in my life today is that being peer support, um I have to choose, you know, I have to gauge, like, in every interaction, is if this is a person that I want to date, or to not start a peer support relationship with them. And the challenge is, the challenge is, if I feel like it's more beneficial to have a peer support relationship with that person, then um, go for the, side on the peer support. Um, and it's okay to be single. It's okay to be single in this field, and because the fact of me being single, I'm more flexible. I'm more flexible to do a lot more things with my time. So that's, it's a disappointment that I don't have a dating life. But then when I found, I did date, you know, for about 4 months, in the beginning of this year, and it ended anyway, so, what I love is doing what I do, instead of going through the whole process of dating someone and then knowing that in the process of dating someone, it it's it takes away from my freedom to do peer support. If I ever did date someone, they would have to understand that my time, um, you know, that I spend a lot of time in my field. So I pretty much just, I look, but at the same time, you know, I really, I really don't think it's, it's going to be dating. And, um, it's like, I size people up and everything, But I do. I don't know. I don't know. Probably not um, because it it's a balancing of schedules, you know, and I'd probably um, do well with someone. I mean, what I know, like online, um, where who I communicate well with are people in Europe because the way my time, that 6, 7 hour time difference, um, I can hit and miss a little bit. I can communicate on that schedule, but today I spend a lot of my alone time or my time that I'm available to talk with someone, you know, like this time of night, 1 o'clock in the morning. And if somebody's doing a 9 to 5 deal, that's not feasible, you know. And then if somebody was working overnight, well, it probably would probably work out for me is somebody that works 3 to 11. Someone that works 3 to 11, they get off at 11 o'clock and they don't go to sleep right away, and they're up, and then we could get like coffee or something and hang out, because then at that time a night is like usually 3 and stuff like that. I'm probably I probably could date somebody that works in a restaurant because of the time schedule. So, but other than that, end it because I'm kind of getting sleepy. See you guys later.